Thanks, Desi. 40 minutes of football determines who wins the Eastern Conference. Sick of reading the headlines of them losing to Chicago. That's our opening kickoff. Dominique Collins, nice deep kick. And a great open field tackle by
Karen Ziegler did not play against Chicago. She is back.
That's Dakota Hughes early connecting with 8.
The defensive ends, Taylor and Rice, have to get to Hughes tonight to have any chance at a win.
Now Hughes scrambling for her life, finding some real estate. Down.
Again, she runs like Tom Brady. Not a great runner. Like right here, she looks like she's running like an upset camel. She gets things done. She gets the first down and gets out of bounds.
A 1st and 10 at the Chicago 11. This time handing off again to Brittany Demery, a draw play. The Chicago defense can land. They are going to need number 14 in the lineup. That is where they go on the extra point.
Oh, yeah. Learn this system and has Chicago on a roll.
The Bliss electing to keep it on the ground early. That is Christelle.
This team, you'd think she'd play quarterback for 5 years already.
A toss play, Christelle Harris. That is a 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 24. That is Jacinda Barkley just striking it out to A.J. Johnson.
Reed was perfect, too. They had double coverage on the inside, one-on-one with A.J. Johnson outside. And what a find she was. They bring in A.J. Johnson, and she's become a star.
That is Christelle Harris, another carry for number 13.
Christelle Harris.
A 1st and goal now for Chicago, looking over the middle and connecting with A.J. Johnson. Play.
It looks good. 5-step drop, good protection, hits post, great catch by Johnson. Now why she tries to fling the foot.
Ordina Fagiano got on this football. Clearly it was a fumble. She made a football move, caught the ball, had possession. 3-yard line, trying to draw the defense offside. Now just burling her way into the end zone. And that comes in, ranked number 5. Not a very good season, but creating a lot of turnovers. That's a little swing pass. Big hit.
Absolutely a great personnel move by Keith Hack, moving her from running back to 100% at defensive back, and she's playing great football this year. Ball around to her backs and her receivers.
Now a play-action pass down the field. Looking for Lauren Ziegler. Ziegler had a step. As we wind down the first quarter, that is a little toss play. Misdirection to Brittany Demery.
Was illegal.
A 3rd and 1 handoff to Jessie Locklear. I'm a bit surprised as to how much they're using Locklear. 4th and 1. Handoff to Brittany Demery getting to the outside. Great tackle.
120. You have Brittany Demery coming in 185, one-on-one. She is going to get
fullback position. They're going to go to her, and she barrels into the end zone.
This is almost a repeat of the previous meeting against Chicago. This offensive line, Wojciechowski, Purnell.
10 from its own 15-yard line. With a little screen pass, that complete to Christelle Harris. Dropping back to pass, looking to the right side, now checking down, complete. Shabria, receivers flank to the right side, Barkley back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket. This was the previous play. Center, 3rd and 1. A toss right to Christelle Harris, and look at Harris. Great vision and patience under center. And mishandling another snap.
The snap by Wilson did not get up there.
Dakota Hughes under center, inside handoff. Adrian Purnell, look at her. Now a 2-step drop in a quick pass. That looks to be complete to look like. They're going to fake the handoff, look to the end zone. Hughes rolling right, now just dumping it off. That's Dina Wojciechowski in the second quarter. A 2nd and goal now. Hughes looking to dump it off to Demery. I don't think a 3rd and goal play from the shotgun. Rolling right again with the pressure, this time Dakota Hughes.
Chicago going to man when you have talented receivers like Ziegler and Petrozzillo.
Hughes back to pass, lobbing it into the end zone.
11-yard line. Chicago defensive players everywhere. Hughes lobs it up. How in the world did Ziegler come up with this?
Chicago costing him one of its timeouts. Handoff to Harris. Harris getting into the Neka Nawani on the stop.
Great blocking by Fagiano. She kicks out, opens a big hole for Chris.
Final timeout. Now from the shotgun of 1st and 10. Look at the pressure. That was Coco. Score with another opportunity here. Hughes back to pass to the end zone. Nearly had her. Jesse Locklear dropping back to pass. A little pressure in the middle. Rolling right to the end zone. Atlanta will get an opportunity here in an extra point play. A toss right play to Jesse Locklear. Up 25-8 as we look at the Eastern Conference Championship. 20 minutes of football remain. Who will join the Seattle?
In the LFL, I expect Chicago to make some run here in the second half.
That is a squib kick by Lauren Ziegler, fielded by Christelle Harris. Look at Harris in the open.
They have the talent to do it. She's playing good. As I mentioned, Christelle Harris is in playoff form. They got to slow down, score some points.
Ball at the 16-yard line. Make that the 24. Another target to A.J. Johnson.
Into a brick wall. Great offensive play, great protection. Barkley poised in the pocket, finds a wide open A.J. Johnson. She comes inside and gets slammed to the ground. Coach Hack would not let her.
2nd and 7. Barkley back to pass. Complete in the flat. Christelle Harris and Desi Mitchison. A 1st and 10 for the Atlanta offense. We've got a flag. That pass complete to Lauren Ziegler. 15-yard line of Chicago. From the shotgun, well overthrown. That ball to Hughes under center. Dropping back to pass. Rolling right. Throwing across her body to the end zone. And that was Deandra Fry.
Rookie mistake. She had time. Throw it away. She threw it up for grabs. There's nobody open. She threw it right.
3rd and 10 now. Barkley rolling right. Has some open field. And taking off with it.
Neka Nawani, who's just an animal. And you got Barkley, who's an animal playing quarterback. Watch these two go one-on-one. She has her, but 10 yards down the field is when
10 play. Dropping back to pass, a release play to May Gamble. Nobody accounting for
about it. They read this, they studied game film, and they came up with great plays against different defenses. So it's not the player's fault, it's the coach's fault.
Jesse loved
that. I mean, it seemed like this game was all Atlanta. They were going to run. They were going to go into the final Legends Cup, and now Chicago is back in the ball game.
1st and 15, ball at the Chicago 17-yard line. That's Petrozzullo in motion. A quick slant pass. Lauren Ziegler having a
backs back to Atlanta. It's unbelievable. They don't show up in the second half.
There's a little lob pass to A.J. Johnson.
Johnson is just as talented. I got to hand it to wide receiver coach Dave Mills. He works a lot. This was a basketball player coming into this situation so many times against Chicago, they just fall down.
A 2nd and 4 play rolling right to the end zone. And 13, ball at the Atlanta 18-yard line. Back to pass Jacinda Barkley, cutting across the middle. That is Shabria Servilian position. 3rd and 4 now, nearing the 7-minute mark. That was a pass in the flat to Dina Fagiano. Receivers flank to the right side. That is a quick dump off. Shabria Servilian. And the goal. Harris in the backfield. There you go. Hand off to number 13. Harris gaining 2 yards down to the 1-yard line. Dina Wojcicki and Dakota Hughes struggling with that on the Atlanta side. Here's the 3rd and goal play. A designed rollout. Again,
6 feet tall, those long legs. Her butt is way higher up in the air than Murray's was. And it's tough to adjust, especially in a conference championship game.
A very important 4th and goal pitch play. And there it is.
1 split second earlier, that ball's going backwards.
Now the extra point attempt. That's Coco Montgomery just swallowing up Jacinda Barkley. Quarterback I would want in this situation. It's number 18. And look at that, on cue, finding Lawrence.
Throw it quick on timing, boom, gets it over the linebacker before the safety. That is NFL stuff right there. That is why they call that is Coach Hack at his best, challenging the veteran, all fantasy defensive end Yashi Rice to come up with a game-changing play.
Atlanta going back to the well. 2nd and 2 now. Dakota Hughes back to pass, throwing to the end zone. Overshooting. A la the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. They're going 25 ball game. Dakota Hughes from the shotgun looking to the end zone, lobbing it up.
And trash if you win, but when you get beat, I think it's just frustration. It's amazing how they did not win this football.